Aquamarine came out in 2006, and despite the fact that I was in its exact target audience at the time of release, I had never watched it until a week ago. If for whatever reason you've never seen this movie as well, you need to add it to your comfort movie watch list. Looking back, the cast alone was absolutely stacked. Let me set the scene. It's 2004. You're in your brown and teal bedroom, wearing gauchos and a Bobby Jack t-shirt. A 13-year-old JoJo just released her very first single, Leave, parentheses, Get Out. And at its peak, the song ranks at 40 on Billboard, making her the youngest solo artist to top the chart. She was in one episode of a show called American Dreams and was never in acting before that. Simultaneously, our favorite Nepo niece, Emma Roberts, niece of Julia Roberts, had her big debut on Nickelodeon as Addie Singer, the singer, on a show called Unfabulous. We follow her experience as a relatable tween, navigating the woes of middle school through her love of songwriting. She is the every tween girl's bestie. At least she was mine in my head. These junior starlets are who they cast to be 2/3 of the Aquamarine trio, alongside Sarah Paxton, who was still making a name for herself in the industry before she ruined the Halloween Town franchise. This young trio, who had never met prior to this movie, captured the essence of girlhood in 110 minutes. Also, hi, I'm Angie. I'm a beach girl. I'm a 90s girl, which is why it is a sin that I had never seen Aquamarine in its entirety before. If you're new here, welcome. We talk about movies, TV, nostalgia, mostly. If you're not new here, thanks for being here. Thank you for your patience, your understanding. I love you so much. Moving on. Today, we're really breaking down how Aquamarine captures key milestones in every young girl's life. Navigating your first complicated crush, having your first real enemy, and finding your first true friends. Am I loopy? Is the heat getting to me? Let's talk about Raymond. And I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh at this teen boy, this beach hunk being named Raymond in the year 2006. Was that a common name near you? It was not a common name for a young person near me, and it's funny every time. Aquamarine sets her sights on Bay Bridge's tall, tan, and handsome lifeguard, Raymond.
Raymond is the one I love.
While this guy has been Claire and Haley's long-term crush for who knows how long, they agree to help Aquamarine get him to fall in love with her because they need a mermaid's wish. If they help the mermaid, they get a wish from Aquamarine. Okay, that's like the premise of this entire movie. In training Aquamarine, they pull out all the stops that they learned from teen magazines like 17, Bop, Tiger Beat, all of the above. They're reading endless articles like the laugh and pass, the fluff and retreat.
Love his ego, then retreat. Go. Wow, Raymond, you're good. Bye. What? You didn't fluff enough.
There's all these like tips and tricks on how to get a man. Mind you, they're 12 years old. There's even a point where they prop Aquamarine up on a bicycle and drive by his house to get him to notice her. They're really doing the most. While I was watching, I couldn't help but recall my own experience with middle school crushes, where this exact thing happened to me in like 6th or 7th grade, where me and my entire friend group, my 2 girls, all had a crush on the same guy. And the sentiment was kind of like, I'm not even jealous. Just one of us has to get him. So if it's not me, I'm glad it's you. And we would like call him on the phone together. Like, it was just like a very weird experience. And I will say, seeing this on screen, seeing this group of 3 girls who all equally like Raymond, but will be happy for just one of them to get him in the end, like that, I really hope is a universal girlhood experience. Or let me know if it was just me. Comment below if you've ever been in a situation like that, specifically from the grades like 6 to 8. If you and your homegirls all like the same too. I'm gonna cry. To me, this entire journey of helping Aquamarine with Raymond is so girlhood and highly relatable. This is not just a crush. This is the crush, the group crush. And I found it heartwarming seeing this shared fuzzy feeling among friends. Then there's the Cecilia Banks of it all. She represents the older and wiser daughter of a local weatherman. She's rich, she's popular, and she's more developed than our younger girls. She is played by our wonderful, beautiful, stunning Ariel Kibble. I do not know how to pronounce her name. I've talked about her online for months. Who you might recognize from American Pie, perhaps The Vampire Diaries, and of course, John Tucker Must Die, one of my favorite movies of all time. In this movie, her character just gets dumped by Raymond, and she notices Aquamarine getting closer to him. Understandably so, she starts feeling like there's something fishy going on with Aquamarine and these two girls. Through the whole movie, we as an audience are made to hate her, to be jealous of her, and to ultimately want to see her demise as she chases these girls around trying to snitch because Aquamarine is a mermaid. But there's one moment in the entire film that was executed with such emotion that you couldn't help but feel empathy for Cecilia. I can't say her name. On Aquamarine and Raymond's first real date at the local beach bash, I felt such a high of seeing Raymond teach Aqua how to dance. They're dancing to Island in the Sun. They're swaying. The sun is hitting her face. It's so romantic. I'm blushing. I'm giggling. Then Cecilia marches into the beach hut and catches them dancing. And she's heartbroken. We expect some type of big like blow up, but she's just in so much pain, and she has such a look that I recognize as someone who has been disappointed. Anyways, we see her truly feel hurt because Raymond was her boyfriend, and Raymond did break up with Cecilia for Aquamarine, mind you. Immediately, I'm filled with empathy. I'm like, wait, Cecilia Banks is not the enemy. She's just a girl who is heartbroken and being driven to madness by a man. For my Swifties, it's like Aquamarine is Betty, Raymond is James, and Cecilia is Augustine. Subscribe if you know. Cecilia probably wasn't a good person, but she was hurt and she felt like she was betrayed and she felt like she was fighting for her man. As I reflect on my own experience with girls in my younger years and competition in general, I can recognize a few times I've participated in petty mind games for the sake of a boy. I'm not saying it's right, but it is a universal experience, and some would say a rite of passage for young girls to hate other young girls for no reason other than some boy. It's not right. It's not right. I'm not condoning this behavior. In the end, it becomes dire for Aquamarine to get Raymond to admit that he loves her. The only problem is he doesn't. Causing her father, who essentially is King Triton. I think it's Zeus. Well, Zeus is like, it's different. Aquaman? Who's her father? Poseidon. Oh my, I really had to think about that. So sorry. Don't clock me. Don't get me started on Greek mythology. Oh my god, stop being silly. I'm in a goofy mood. Anyways, Poseidon starts pulling her back into the ocean because she didn't like hold up her end of the deal. Fair enough. As Claire and Haley are trying to save Aqua from her father, the ocean, as Claire and Haley are trying to save her, they realize that they're no longer using Aquamarine for her mermaid wish. They want to keep her on land, not for the wish, but because they love her. They love her and they want her around.
You jumped in the water to save me, and now you'd give me your wish? Why would you do that for me? I don't know, I guess it's what I would do for her, and I know she'd do it for me, and just because we love you, Aqua.
The story is not about romantic love. Despite the entire plot surrounding Raymond and Aqua and Cecilia and the love triangle of it all, that's not the love triangle that was supposed to happen. It's a story about platonic love and deep connections with your girlfriends, making sacrifices and pushing boundaries with the people that truly know and love you already. You don't need a man. This movie is clearly for the girls and captures some of the best and worst moments of girlhood, of growing up as a girl, having enemies, having all-consuming crushes, and friendships that will last forever. I loved this movie, and even though I never got to watch it as a child, I am glad that I got to see it with a fully formed frontal lobe and got to reminisce on my own upbringing through this process, this watch process. Don't forget to comment your middle school crush situations. I want to hear all about it. I have stories you wouldn't believe. You would not believe. And I love chatting with y'all in the comment section. If you like this video, you might like this one. I worked really hard on it, so I would appreciate if you wanted to go check it out. So I'll see you over there. Bye.